A few months ago, Etsy shut down my shop permanently after 4 years and 40,000 sales and nearly $1 million in revenue. Gone in one email on an ordinary afternoon with no warning and no conversations. It took two claims. If you watched my last video, you know all about the first one. A competitor's shop filed a copyright claim against me that was just flat out wrong. And I couldn't fight it, not because I didn't have a case, but because of where he was located. The process for countering a claim like that depends completely on jurisdiction. And unfortunately, his put that out of reach for me. So a false claim just stood because fighting it wasn't an option. The second claim was a trademark infringement on a phrase. And that's the one I want to talk to you about today because something just happened. The trademark, the court took it away this year. The registration was challenged and the court ruled that it never should have been registered in the first place. It's gone. Now here's the part that I want you to really hear because when I created the listing, this specific trademark didn't exist yet. It wasn't pending or in progress. It literally didn't exist. And it wasn't registered until a full 18 months after my listing had been put up and was live. So somebody came along a full year and a half later, registered a term that I happened to be using in one of my listings, and filed a claim against me. They didn't reach out to me first to let me know, give me an opportunity to take it down. They just filed the claim, which ultimately resulted in my account being suspended. And Etsy honored that. No questions, no timeline check, no looking to see if my listing was there before the trademark existed. I sat on this news for a little while first because my first reaction when I heard was anger. And anger doesn't teach anybody anything. But once that wore off, I found something underneath, and I really need you to hear it. If you're building an Etsy shop right now, hoping that it becomes the thing that replaces your job or funds your life or just gives your family some breathing room, this is the part that almost nobody talks about. Everyone teaches SEO, your titles, your tags, how to take pictures, your pricing strategy, your keywords, your search ranking. Very few people mention that you're building this on ground you don't own. And that ground can shift in an instant without asking your permission first. You can do everything right and still lose everything. And I'm not trying to scare you. It's just the math. Both claims against me were wrong. I was first. I was legitimate, and it didn't matter. The sellers who last aren't the ones who dodge the risk. They're the ones who plan for it before they actually need it. Think about a storefront in the mall. You paint it, you stock it, you build a loyal customer base that comes and walks through your doors every single day. Then one day, the landlord comes and changes the locks because somebody down the hall filed a complaint. Someone you've never met, you've never spoken to. Nobody checked if it was true. Nobody asked how long you'd been there. Your keys just don't work anymore. That's what selling on a platform is. It's a beautiful storefront inside somebody else's building. And I loved that building. Etsy gave me a real business and real customers, real money, and a real life. I'm not telling you to quit. I'm telling you that renting is fine as long as you know that you're renting. If that makes your stomach drop a little bit, good. I want you to use that. I put together a free resource called the Build Beyond Etsy Checklist. It walks you through exactly where your business is exposed right now. The pieces you don't own, no matter how good your sales look. You can find it in the link below. It's the same process I worked through before I started rebuilding. Because that's the other half of this. I'm rebuilding on my own platform this time, and I'm documenting the entire process on this channel. The decisions, the setup, the costs, the mistakes I will inevitably make. You get to watch it all happen firsthand instead of hearing about it in 2 years after everything is polished and ready. But before the how, you need the framework. 5 things you need to own for your business to stay standing no matter what happens around it. Pillar 1, know your dependency. You can't fix a leak you haven't found yet. Most sellers have never sat down and honestly asked themselves how much of their business they would still have if Etsy was gone tomorrow. So do it on paper. Go category by category. Audience, traffic, platform, operations, and be honest about what you would lose. I thought I was in decent shape, and I wasn't close. Pillar 2, own your audience. Your Etsy buyers are not your customers. They're Etsy's customers who happen to buy from you. You can't message them outside of Etsy. You can't reach them again. And if your shop goes, they go too. An email list is the one asset nobody can take away from you. So start collecting emails right now. Even just 5 emails a week, because 5 in a week is 260 people a year that now belong to you. Pillar 3, own your traffic. One road into your store means one road that can close. If Etsy search is your only way of being found, every sale depends on their algorithm deciding you should show up today. YouTube, Pinterest, a simple blog, those roads you build for yourself. Pick one, just one, get really good at it, and then move on to another. Pillar 4, own your website. This is a big one for me right now. A website that's actually yours means no one can flip a switch and end your business overnight. It doesn't need to be perfect, and it doesn't need to replace Etsy tomorrow. It just needs to exist and be collecting something, even if it's only emails at first. I'm choosing mine right now, and I'll be showing you exactly what I pick and why. Pillar 5, own your operations. Here's a test. If you got locked out of your Etsy shop right now, could you tell someone how your business actually operates? Your suppliers, your files, your best sellers, your numbers, your process for fulfilling an order. If all of that lives inside of a dashboard that you can't control, you don't have a business that you can move. Get your files off the platform. Keep your own numbers. Write your processes down somewhere boring like a Google Doc and keep it updated. None of these is complicated. And that's the really frustrating part. Every one of these is something that I could have done on an afternoon at any point during those 4 years. I didn't because things were going well and it never felt urgent. It's easy to get caught up when the sales are coming in and the money is coming in and justify being busy with not prioritizing securing the future of your business. But that afternoon, when that email showed up, it felt urgent then. I had built something that I was genuinely proud of, and I watched it disappear overnight because of 2 claims that were just wrong. One I couldn't fight because of a border, and the other, the court has now erased entirely. And I'm not doing that twice. It's time to build something new, something that no platform, no algorithm, and no false complaint can ever take away from me again. If you want to follow the whole rebuild, hit subscribe because I'm showing you all of it in real time. Remember, success leaves clues. I'll see you in the next one.